Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this on numerous occasions, and that is sometimes I would like the opposition to be in my team, and some of the guys from my team to get lost and go to the opposition, so they weaken the opposition. I think we deal with some imbeciles over there. Imbeciles in general, because only imbeciles and traitors will do the bidding of interests that would destroy us ultimately. So what's going on here? If you know, and if you don't, I tell you, President Biden called Vladimir Putin, so Biden, the senile guy, called the president of another country, good or bad, called him a son of a bitch, crazy son of a bitch. And very diplomatic. The guy, I don't know, he remembered something from his childhood or something, and he attacks Putin. Putin responds to this statement or name-calling childish Biden, but his brain responds intelligently. He's not going to curse Biden. He's not going to play the same how should I put it, infantile game. And I have here a video coming from Reuters. The only thing that Putin said was, as an assessment, that was rude. That's all. And here you have Putin responding, full response to Biden's rude name-calling. Reuters, Putin ironically prizes Biden for calling him a crazy SOB. February 22nd, 2024. Here is, let me just give you the story first. The US president made a crazy SOB remark as part of a sentence about threats to the world, including, and I'm quoting, that guy Putin and others, the risk of nuclear conflict and existential threat to humanity from climate change. I disagree with that. When asked about the crude Biden remark by Russian state television, Putin smiled sarcastically and, I'm not going to say that. Let's go to this. You're going to hear this translated. Okay. I hope there's no commercial, god damn it.
Listen, we talked not long ago, and you asked who would be preferred as future president of the United States. I said that we would work with any president, but I suppose that for us, for Russia, Biden is more preferable. Judging by what he has just said, I was absolutely right. Because this was an adequate reaction to what I had said. Why? Because he cannot say, Volodya, you are a good man. You've helped me a lot. We understand what is going on there in terms of politics. And that reaction is absolutely adequate. This means that I was right. What I said was for our audience, first and foremost, not for Americans. You are a Russian journalist, after all. And you asked what was better for us. So I told you then, and I can confirm and repeat it now. Biden.
Спасибо большое, Volodya. Now I wanted to look at the guys behind, next to Putin. Behind him. He is surrounded by the bodyguards, the guys that are right here, right there. And they're going to see behind the interviewer. Where the goddamn is? Right there. Bang right there. Bang right there. Of course, they have to. They have to. Now, what do you think this is? So what did Putin say? He was interviewed by this journalist, and he said that he would like, if first, Putin never said before he prefers this president or that preferred, or Russia is better for Russia, this. He was diplomatic before, when he got gloves off, and everybody thought he's an idiot. He was diplomatic with his partners, okay? And he, remember, when he was asked about who he likes, Biden or Hillary, he said, well, that's the decision of the American people. Whomever, I'm going to work with whomever president. It's not my job to intervene or say that. things might be interpreted. So at that time, when he was playing ball with imbeciles, the imbeciles took that as a weakness or stupidity. Putin did not want to interfere, said, I'm not going to say who I support, because if I say who I support, or I like, or I prefer, to be over there, these guys are going to interpret it, I'm in trying to sway the vote. He then said, it doesn't really matter, in that famous video, interview with Le Figaro, French, when he said, actually it doesn't really matter because we figured out the guys behind are leading, the guys with the ties and glasses and khaki and black suits, that those guys come and tell the president. That's why he doesn't really care. But now he doesn't give a shit. He took his gloves off and he says clearly, I want Biden. And the previous interview he said, well, I'm going to work, as you said, with any president, but we would like Biden because he is experienced and is predictable. That means no surprises. He's an idiot. Predictable. Or we can discuss an unpredictable person, that's why he said, well, I'm not surprised. And that's why I said, because he's predictable. We knew that he's going to say this kind of garbage. We know this guy. And we like someone who's feeble-minded. Why not? Why do we want a crazy guy who still can think for himself? Even though the orders that he's going to bark were not going to be followed by the bureaucracy in the United States of America, but still, you never know how someone has a itchy finger and does something or like that. So that was the whole reason this guy answered like that. Yes, and that's why he said, we want Biden. Why? Because he's an idiot. We can outsmart him. Pay attention. Is the second time when he says who he would prefer. He said, remember, this was for the Russian audience, not for the American audience, for the Russian audience. That means he still played a little bit diplomatic, saying, I didn't say that to sway the votes over there, who I prefer and create, but these guys really got the garbage, put it in their mouth, and now they're chewing. So this is Putin. The guy calls him and he answers that way. I mean, if you like this kind of neighborhood, garbage, and I call you names, if you like that one, well, that's you. I don't like that one. I don't think if we get to that position, that would mean we got garbage over there. And we do have garbage over there. I think Kamala Harris, no, take it the other. I'm not going to, your time is valuable, so I'm going to short it out. I don't see any in the Russian, Jesus Christ, and Biden's administration being someone I say, man, that guy is smart. He's evil, but he's smart. They're all weasels. You hear them talk, reasoning, answering questions. I didn't get yet, with Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray, actually, I listened to him when he showed up in Congress. It was the CIA and the FBI. I saw the chiefs. One of them was like, oh my God, you're smart and you're the chief spy. Nah, both of them were weak. And not only weak here, but weak in their body language. Their facial expressions, they got angry on the stand. But he was basically threatening the guys that, what, who I got something on you, I got something on you. I'm just exaggerating, obviously. So, you be the judge. That's Putin, the bad dictator of Russia. And the other guy is the leader of the free world. I already made up my mind a long time ago. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. I told you before, if you didn't hear me say, my favorite US president was, Andrew Jackson. That's the guy. Why? Because he said, I killed the bank. And he was a man with balls, and he was dueling face to face, courageous, tough guy. Real tough guy, not like all these, let me be clear, or the other ones. Ooh, let me play some saxophone here. Are you still there, baby doll? Okay. Or George W. Bush, the second. Those are the presidents-elect. Thank you very much. We got Kamala and others. Okay, stop. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.